Hi, first graders. Okay, so welcome to Thursday. Okay, I've got two little problems on my board. If you want to take out your whiteboard, put me on pause, make your whiteboard look like my whiteboard, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so put me on pause, copy my whiteboard real quick. It says 3 and blank make 6. 2 more than 6 is blank. Okay, all right. So hopefully your whiteboard looks like my whiteboard. I want you to figure out what's going to go in my blanks, okay? And then we'll talk about it. 3 and what are going to make 6? So that's basically asking you, what do you need to add to that 3 to get to 6? So see if you can figure out what's going to go in that blank right now and write a number in that blank. Okay, and then our next problem, 2 more than 6 is what? So it's asking you, here's 6. What's 2 more? 2 more than 6 is, see if you can write that answer there, and then we'll check it. Okay, all right, pause me, figure that out. Hit play when you're ready to figure out the answer and see if you're right or wrong. Hopefully you're right. Okay, here we go. Okay, hopefully you have what's going in those two blanks. So 3 and what are going to make 6? 3, I'm going to count up. 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 and 3 make 6. So 3 is what should have gone into that blank. 3 and 3 make 6. Okay, down here, 2 more than 6 is blank. So if I've got 6, what is 2 more? It is 8. So here is 6. 2 more is 8. So 2 more than 6 was 8. Hopefully you had 8 in that blank. Okay, next one. I want you to make your board look like my board again. Okay. Okay, so make your board look like my board quick. So I've got 6 plus 2 equals, 5 plus 5 equals, 4 plus 3 equals, 6 plus 1 equals. And then once you make your board look like mine, put me on pause and figure out the answers to these 4 questions for me quick. And then I'm going to ask you something else about that. So make your board look like my board. And after your equal sign, finish my equation. What is 6 plus 2? What is 5 plus 5? What is 6 plus 1? What is 4 plus 3? Figure out the answer to each one of those equations. Okay, so I'm going to put me on pause, figure out the answer to those, and then we're going to check you and see if you're right. Okay, so hopefully you figured out the answer to those 4 problems. 6 plus 2 was 8, 4 plus 3 was 7, 5 plus 5 is 10, and 6 plus 1 is 7. Okay, now I've got one more question for you. I'm looking for the answers that are 2 less than 10. What one has an answer that is 2 less than 10? Okay, which one of these equations gives you the answer that is 2 less than 10? Can you point to the one that is 2 less than 10? So right now, I am looking at only these numbers. Is this number 2 less than 10? Let's put a square around that, shall we? Is this number 2 less than 10? Is this number 2 less than 10? Or is this number 2 less than 10? Which one of those answers is 2 less than 10? Can you point to the number that is 2 less than 10? If you pointed to this one, you were correct because 8 is 2 less than 10. If I start at 10 and I count back, 10, 9, 8, 8 was 2 less than 10. So this equation right here gives me the answer that is 2 less than 10. Okay, next up, I'm going to give you guys a story problem, and I'm looking for the equation and the number bond. So on your board, do a square, circle, square, circle, square, and a number bond. And I'm going to tell you a story, and I'm looking for the equation and the number bond that goes with my story. You ready? If you're not ready, pause the video real quick so you can make your equation look like my equation. Okay, here we go. Here's my problem. I have 6 birds in my tree, and 2 birds fly away. How many birds are still in my tree? So go ahead, figure out my equation and my number bond. One more time. I had 6 birds in the tree. 2 birds go away. How many birds are left in my tree? Go ahead and figure out the equation and the number bond to go with that. Pause the video, figure it out, and then we'll come back and check it. Okay, so hopefully you figured it out. I'm unpaused, and let's talk about that. How many birds did I have in my tree? 6. And how many flew away? 2. And if 2 flew away, am I adding or am I taking away? Did some birds come onto my tree or did some birds go away? Some birds went away. So the sign to talk about away is take away. So I had 6 birds. I took away 2 because 2 went bye-bye. They flew away from that tree. What sign goes here? Equals. And how many birds were still left in my tree? Answer should have been 4. And then down here in my number bond, what was my whole? How many birds did I start out with in my tree first? 6. How many birds flew away? 2. And how many were left? 4. Perfect. Okay, we're going to do one more practice, and then I've got a little sheet for you. Okay, I want you to clear your marker board for me. I am going to give you a number bond. You do not have to put a number bond on your board, okay? But I want you to figure out the 4 facts that belong with this family, okay? So I have this as my number bond. What are the 4 facts that belong with this family? Remember, we should have 2 adding facts that belong with this family and 2 takeaway facts that belong with this family. So go ahead, pause the video, and can you write the 4 equations on your marker board that go with this family? And then we will check it in a minute. So go ahead, pause me, do the 4 facts that belong with that family. Okay, all right, so hopefully you have your 4 facts on there, and then let's talk about this. So I'm going to do my adding facts first. Maybe you did your takeaway ones first, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to start with my adding ones, okay? So when I'm adding, I'm going to start with my parts. So I've got 6 plus my 1 is going to equal my 7. That should have been one of your adding facts. And then we're looking for a flip-flop. What's the flip-flop to 6 plus 1? Your answer should be 1 plus 6. We're just flip-flopping those numbers, okay? Because 6 and 1 is the exact same as 1 plus 6, and that's going to equal 7 also. Then you should have had 2 takeaway facts. When we're doing our takeaway facts, we need to start with a whole, which is the biggest number, which is 7. So I have 7. What am I going to take away from 7 so I can stick with this family? Okay, so let's say 6 first equals my 1. And then what's my second takeaway fact? Remember, I'm going to stick with the whole again because I'm doing takeaway. I need the biggest number. And then I'm going to do my flip-flop. Instead of 6 this time, I'm going to take away 1. So 7, take away 1 equals 6. Okay, hopefully you had those correct for your 4 facts that go with that number bond family. Okay, and then I have a little worksheet for you guys to complete before you go on to something from your shelf to pick. Okay, I've got 4 problems up here that you need to read and figure out what's going to go in the blank, just like I did first on my marker board, okay? 2 and what make 10? What do you need to add to your 2 to get yourself to 10? 1 more than 8 is what? If you've got 8, what is 1 more? Okay, 2 less than 3 is blank. If you have 3, what's 2 less? And then right here, what is 2 more than 0? Uh-oh. If you have 0, what is 2 more than that? What number is going to go there? Okay, down here. Those are, okay, so I need you for down here, figure out the answer to these 4 equations first. So right here, write the answer. What is 7 plus 3? What is 4 plus 4? What is 6 plus 1? And what is 5 plus 3? Okay? Then I want you to circle the equation that is 2 less than 10. So just like we did on my marker board a little while ago. Which one of those answers to those equations is 2 less than 10? Okay, that one's a little bit tricky. See if you can figure that one out. Okay, and then down here, you've got these many squirrels in my tree, and 2 are running away. I need you to write the equation and the number bond to go with that picture. Okay, so I had this many squirrels in my tree. 2 are running away. How many are left in the tree? Okay, so finish your equation and do your number bond to go with that. And then on the back, they have a picture here. Okay, they've got this group of stars, this group of stars. Do your number bond to go with the picture. So what's your whole? And what are your 2 parts? And then what are the 4 facts that belong to that family? What are your 2 adding facts? What are your 2 takeaway facts? And then down here, can you complete those equations down at the bottom, okay? This over here is just a number line if you want to use it, okay? You've got your fingers you can use, you've got blocks you can use, you've got your red and yellow counters on your math board on your class page that you can use, okay? You've got a number line there you can use. What's going to go in the blank for those 4, okay? When you are done with this side and this side, then you can choose something off the shelf to complete. Okay, good learning today.